Mel Kiper's Mock Draft 4.0 has ignited conversation across the NFL landscape, particularly due to the unexpected movement of SHEDEUR Sanders, the electrifying quarterback out of Colorado. Once projected to be the third overall pick by the New York Giants in Kiper's previous edition, Sanders now finds himself slotted at number 9 to the New Orleans Saints, a shift that, while subtle in numerical terms, carries weighty implications for the quarterback's trajectory and perception. To understand the drop, one must first examine the choices at the top of the draft. With Cam Ward locked in at the first overall pick, followed by Cleveland and New York both opting for non-quarterbacks, Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter, respectively, Sanders became the victim not of his own performance, but a strategic prioritization. The Browns and Giants, both franchises with recent scars from swinging and missing on quarterbacks, chose to go the safer route, selecting what many consider to be the two most complete players available. That strategic decision reverberated down the board, opening the door for New Orleans to become an ideal landing spot for Sanders. The Saints, under the guidance of new head coach Kellen Moore, present an optimal environment for a player of Sanders' makeup. The dome setting in New Orleans, coupled with the NFC South's generally favorable weather conditions in cities like Atlanta, Tampa Bay, and Charlotte, would play to Sanders' strengths. While he may not possess the prototypical rocket arm, blazing 40 time, or towering 6 feet 4 inches frame, Sanders offers elite intangibles. His anticipatory throws, precise ball placement, and icy composure have drawn comparisons to Tom Brady, not in physical tools, but in mental makeup and execution. Standing at 6 feet 1.5 inches and weighing in at just over 210 pounds, Sanders is built for durability and accuracy more than sheer spectacle. Mel Kiper has consistently ranked Sanders as his QB1 throughout the season and remains firm in that stance. Critics, however, have begun to raise questions about Sanders' NFL ceiling, concerns grounded more in aesthetics and measurables than substance. Yet, as history has shown time and again, the league often overlooks quarterbacks who win with their mind rather than their muscles, until those quarterbacks start winning games on Sundays. Should Sanders slip past New Orleans at number 9, the draft begins to tilt into uncertainty. The Steelers, selecting at number 21, have been floated as a potential suitor, particularly if they seek to hedge against the advancing age and uncertain future of Aaron Rodgers, who, while not currently on the roster, has been tied to Pittsburgh in numerous speculative reports. In this scenario, Sanders becomes not just a first-round talent, but a strategic investment in a franchise's future. As the dominoes begin to fall, the looming question becomes whether any team between picks 10 and 20, perhaps the Rams at 26 or the Giants maneuvering back in the first round, might make a calculated move to secure Sanders. The Giants, after selecting Abdul Carter at number 3, would be wise to consider pairing their elite defensive talent with a franchise quarterback, especially one as poised and polished as Sanders. ESPN analyst Ryan Clark weighed in on the optics of Sanders falling to number 9, clarifying that such a drop is only perceived as negative because of the outsized expectations surrounding the quarterback. Being selected 9th overall remains an elite distinction, a testament to Sanders' stellar college career and NFL readiness. Moreover, Clark emphasized that the Saints' infrastructure, particularly with a new coach eager to mold his own signal caller, makes New Orleans less a fallback and more a perfect fit. Field Yates, who was present for Sanders' workout in Boulder, an event reportedly attended by nearly every NFL team, suggested that teams intrigued by Sanders might not wait from the fall, but instead be proactive in trading up. The idea is simple. If you believe in a quarterback, you don't risk losing him. And if Sanders indeed gets past the top 10, the draft turns into a chess match. Does Pittsburgh strike preemptively? Do the Rams pounce? Or do the Giants pull off a bold move to reunite their early pick with a future franchise QB? This draft storyline doesn't end with Sanders. Mel Kiper's second-round projection includes a striking development. Alabama quarterback Jalen Milroe landing with the Giants at pick number 34. Once viewed as a potential top 10 selection after his explosive performance against Georgia, Milroe's stock cooled due to inconsistent play. Nevertheless, his immense raw talent, including a cannon arm and elite mobility, makes him one of the most intriguing prospects in the draft. Milroe represents the prototype of the modern dual-threat quarterback, much like Josh Allen once did when he entered the league with questions about accuracy but undeniable upside. If the Giants were to pair Abdul Carter with Milroe, they would be investing in both sides of the ball with a view toward long-term dominance. There's also a strategic advantage in Milroe's situation. He doesn't need to be rushed. With proper coaching and development, he could evolve into a high-caliber NFL starter. Field Yates aptly described Milroe as beauty in the eye of the beholder, with his draft range among the widest of any prospect in this class. It speaks volumes that Milroe will be present in Green Bay on draft night, a sign of his confidence that he won't have to wait long to hear his name called. Ultimately, this draft cycle is shaping up to be defined not by consensus, but by conviction. Whether it's Sanders at 9 or Milroe in the early second round, teams are forced to weigh immediate need against long-term vision. As the first round unfolds, the question won't simply be who's the best quarterback. It will be who's willing to go get him.